Called order the special meeting of August 1st, 2023. I'd like to ask Deanne to give the invocation and then we'll all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag.
Lord, we acknowledge your presence among us and we pray for your guidance during this meeting. Give us the wisdom to work in the best interest of everyone in our community. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Dan, we call the roll.
Becker,
Here.
Souter, McBain,
Here.
Liston,
Here.
Tilio,
Here.
Banner,
Here.
Noel,
Here.
Willard,
Here.
Hudson,
Here. I'd like to entertain a motion to read all ordinances by title only.
So moved.
Seconded.
Second, Yami, call the roll.
Becker,
Yes.
McBain,
Yes.
Liston,
Yes.
Tilio,
Yes.
Banner,
Yes.
Move to old business. Ordinance number 23-0-3190, second reading. An ordinance authorizing the city manager to enter into a contract with M&A Coatings LLC of 84 Pennsylvania for the 1 million gallon water tank painting for the city of Columbiana.
So moved.
Second.
Motion second. Any questions or comments? Yami, call the roll.
McBain,
Yes.
Liston,
Yes.
Tilio,
Yes.
Banner,
Yes.
Becker,
Yes.
I'd like to entertain a motion to read the next ordinance as an emergency.
So moved.
Second.
Motion second. Yami, call the roll.
Liston,
Yes.
Tilio,
Yes.
Banner,
Yes.
Becker,
Yes.
McBain,
Yes.
New business. Ordinance number 23-0-3191, emergency. An emergency ordinance authorizing the city manager to execute the grant agreement with the Ohio Department of Development Water and Wastewater Infrastructure Program for the city of Columbiana.
So moved.
Second.
Motion is second. Any discussion? Good.
So since the last meeting, we got confirmation that we were been offered a grant for a raw water line project to run from our Crestview Road property into town. And that's our well field that's south of town. It'll actually be in a different aquifer. So we're gonna have some redundancy, so that's really good. This was from an application that we filled out in August of 2021. And it was funded by the Ohio Builds Water Infrastructure Grant Program. Grant project will consist of over 16,000 lineal feet of 8-inch line. And we'll do that directional bore, so it won't be open trench. And we're gonna all do it in the right of way. So between the road ditch and the utility poles, and we will be in the township. We're gonna have to work on a pretty, as far as I can tell, we're gonna have to work on a pretty quick timeline. We have to, looks like we have to have it in by December of 2024. And so we have to engineer it. We did get this announcement. We have 10 days to respond to them, which was August 5th. So it's great that we already had this meeting scheduled, and thanks, Mayor, for adding this item to tonight's agenda and as an emergency, so I can sign it tomorrow. This governor's announcement is the 5th round awarded through this program, which opened in July 21. And nearly $500 million has been awarded to 343 critical infrastructure projects throughout Ohio Builds Water Infrastructure Grant Program. We are currently one of 90 projects receiving the state grants. And our project is going to be like a $1.6 million project. And this is a $1.315 million grant that we received. So it'll be great to have. The water plant will really, in the staff, really look forward to having this redundancy. And we'll put in, it's nice about putting this raw water line in is we'll be able to also maybe even develop a couple other well fields that we can use that raw water line also. So we'll be working on this immediately. I called the engineers to get it started design so we can start next year. So thanks for considering this tonight.
Comments? Lance, the competition for these funds was, why don't you talk a little bit? About
Yeah, it's $500 million have been awarded. There was lots of projects throughout northeastern Ohio that were submitted, and we're one of the lucky ones that were selected this round. I think they're going to have other rounds, so there's still other projects, people still out there waiting to hear, and it was a pleasant surprise that we were contacted by them. So we really appreciate working with it's actually the Department of Development is who called us and told us.
Does this mainly go to small villages, small cities, stuff like that, or?
No, this round Youngstown received award, and I believe Mahoney County received an award. Those are the only three that I recognized, that were right around here. So
yeah, that's what's so, and I think ours was the largest.
yeah, it was yeah, we have a different project. I think you're referring to a different project. Ours was the largest. This one is right in the middle.
Okay.
So yeah, we do have we have a lot of projects going on. So it is hard to keep them straight. But yeah, I think Youngstown was awarded upwards of $4 million or something. I can't remember. But it's a great thing, and we're going to be really set for raw water line in the future with this.
Any other comments? Yam, you call the roll?
Tilio,
Yes.
Banner,
Yes.
Becker,
Yes.
McBain,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Surprisingly, that motion carried. Okay, well, I would like to know if anybody in our audience would like to make any comments.
And that is saying something.
Okay, Dick. Notice he used one sentence.
Yeah.
Keep it down.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, are there any council comments?
I just want to make one quick one. I wasn't supposed to be here tonight. I was supposed to be up in Wisconsin still. But last Friday, my wife decided she wanted to come back here and make pickles. And so we drove back on Sunday and Monday. So we got here late, about 6 o'clock anyway, she's currently making pickles at home.
You're such a good husband.
And we're leaving on Thursday to go back.
I said, those must be some good pickles.
Yeah. How many jars will she make?
I don't know right now.
Okay.
She already made about, I don't know, probably 12 jars up in Wisconsin. But she likes to get the pickles from here, from the local farmers and everything, and so she comes back to get them.
That's
My
great.
my wife tells me she does that too, but there's always a plastic thing on there.
Well, you know, it's becoming a lost art, maybe, so that's great that, you know, she's come back and we're glad to have you here. To vote with us tonight.
It was sort of funny because Lance called me the other day and asked me some questions about it. And I told him, well, I'm gonna be back on Tuesday. All right.
Yeah, it's a perfect timing for us.
Very good.
I want to say I'm glad to see Mr. Becker back.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, and you know, in light of what was on the agenda, just thanks again to Lance for so much hard work and millions of dollars of grant funds that you have helped our city obtain. And it's just really, really wonderful job. So I know sometimes they come in a rush and, you know, sometimes you have to wait for 2 years to get an answer, but I mean, hey, you
Yeah.
know, look, patience pays off. So
Yeah, it took me about
great.
3 hours to figure out which grant it was that I applied for.
it's a good problem to have.
Exactly. But we appreciate it, and you know, you put it on the agenda tonight. We're gonna get it done. So it's a team effort, and you know, the county was involved in this too with the rankings. So we submitted to them, and they ranked them and put them up to the state, and then you know, state you know, contacted us 2 years later. So it was a nice seed that we planted back then. We've forgotten about it. So it's good stuff.
Amanda, that's great. You recognize that.
Yeah,
I think it's very great that that Lance has been so aggressive and I've kind of had a chance being mayor to tag along with him to meetings. And the fun thing is he becomes friends with all these. That's how he does it. folks. If you really want to know the truth, he creates this friendship and the
Yeah.
relationship with these funding sources. And it's a good formula.
Yeah, we
You
get the
know, so-
projects done, you know, we get them done, and I think that really helps too. And yeah, it's
You
good stuff.
you make those people in government look good.
Yeah,
Because you take care of their money.
that's right.
Good point.
Very exciting, but I think
Good way
it's a
to put
great
it.
comment.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank
Any
you.
other comments? Okay, Dale. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Meeting adjourned. How'd we do? We do pretty good?